Hello everyone, TimeToGrind here, and today I wanted to discuss the concept of stealth heroes. Now so far we don't have any true stealth heroes in Overwatch, and I know I personally right now am actually relieved of that. Now before we begin, I want to define what my concept is of a stealth hero in a game like this. And that is a hero that has an ability or multiple abilities that allow them to create illusions, become invisible, disguise, feign death, anything really that would deceive the enemies from seeing them. Now you may say Reaper's a stealth character because of his teleport, but all his teleport does is allow him to get behind enemy lines. He doesn't deceive enemies beyond that. Now I hate stealth heroes for the most part. It's just extremely frustrating to die things that I had no way of seeing. When I played Dirty Bomb and I died to Phantom, which if you don't know, he's a character that can go invisible and practically insta-kill you with a sword, I feel cheated. There was nothing really I could do to prevent myself from dying as I couldn't even see him in the first place. If I died to anyone else, I could understand what I did wrong and how they outplayed me. But if someone is simply invisible, there's nothing I could have done better. Now in TF2 you have the Spy, which can go invisible, disguises the enemy color, fake his death, and insta-kill from behind. Now I can admit it is sometimes fun to do things like that, but it's extremely frustrating on the receiving end. Now you have things that you do in TF2 called spy checking, which is pretty much just shooting at every single one of your teammates to see if they die. So not only do you have to fire at the opposing team, but also your own team solely because of a fear that a spy might be among you. Of course, you learn to spot out suspicious behavior, but it still is extremely annoying. As of right now, we have no hero along those lines, and the people that main stealth heroes in other games most likely would like to see some sort of stealth-focused hero in Overwatch, and for good reason. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. If you like playing stealth-based characters, good for you. I even play Little Spy when I go back to TF2 every now and then. What's important is if Blizzard decides to make a hero with some stealth-based mechanics, they need to make sure not only to keep it fun for those who play said hero, but also for those who go up against the hero. I don't want to have to spy check every teammate or constantly look behind me. I want to focus on the main game without having to do tedious little things. So I'm not saying there shouldn't be a stealth-based hero, just it should attempt to not be overly ridiculous or annoying. So what are some types of stealth that could work in Overwatch? Well, disguising as other heroes doesn't seem to fit very well into Overwatch since every hero's color scheme is extremely different, and feigning death would force people to constantly have to double check to see if they killed a specific hero. So the two best stealth mechanics left are the ability to go invisible and creating illusions. Going invisible could be decent if balanced properly, but it could still be annoying. Players shouldn't be able to be completely invisible though, that way some players, if aware enough, can prepare themselves for what's about to happen. On top of that, the ability to become invisible should be balanced also around a decently long cooldown. Not too long, just long enough to prevent spamming. The only problem with invisibility is actually the way a lot of maps are designed. A lot of maps in Overwatch have long hallways and choke points, and it could actually be frustrating for players playing an invisible hero to get through small choke points like that, even if they're invisible. Creating illusions, on the other hand, might actually work decently well. A player like that could possibly teleport to one of his illusions as long as it's limited to a cooldown, and it could be interesting if his illusions actually did a tiny % of damage. So say someone was running from battle and had barely any health, you could send an illusion after them. On top of that, we generally think of stealth characters as offensive people that can insta-kill, but it could be interesting to see a more of supporty hero with stealth mechanics, possibly buffing teammates while hiding in the shadows or being behind other illusions. So overall, stealth-based heroes could do fine in Overwatch as long as they don't force players to constantly worry or check behind them. And I personally think an illusion-based hero is the best option right now in terms of stealth heroes if we do end up needing a stealth hero. So do you guys have any other ideas for stealth-based mechanics that would or wouldn't work in Overwatch? If so, make sure to tell me in the comments down below. I'd love to hear all of it. On top of that, if you enjoyed this video, then consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more Overwatch content and news. Like always, guys, see you next time.